May be seated. All right. Sorry, like I said earlier, we're starting a bit late. This is due to the heavy congestion on Lagos Ikorodu Road, and a lot of activities are still stopped on the road. But we hope that before we move any further, you will join us in this place. All right, going straight to the program of the event, we're going to call on the chairman. All right. Quickly before we call on the chairman for the opening remark, I would like us to quickly welcome those that have come to celebrate with us, a very important person in our society that has taken out time to be here to witness the induction of the third set of interns to the OAW. Please, if your hands are not too busy, as I call on these important people, please you keep clapping. I want a resounding applause. First on our list is the Executive Governor of Lagos State, His Excellency Babajide Sanwo-Olu, ably represented by the Special Advisor on Sustainable Development Goals, Mrs. Sholakwe Almond. Please put your hands together for her. You're welcome. Thank you. All right, also representing the Commissioner for Ministry of Transport, Dr. Frederick Olainde, is Engineer Toriola. Please put your hands together for Engineer Toriola. Also representing the Commissioner for Commerce and Industry, Dr. Mrs. Lola Konde, is Mrs. OCFA. Akibayo MK. Please put your hands together for her. Also, for the backup industry representative, I'm not sure he's here now, but we also recognize him in absentia. Mr. Mike Esoto is going to join us very soon. Also, representative of International Institute of Tropical Agriculture, IITA, they join us very soon. Also, National Center for Agricultural Mechanization, they are on their way also. Federal Institute of Industrial Research, Oshodi Firo, they'll join us very soon. Industrial Training Fund, they're on their way, they join us very soon. Representative of National Youth Service Corps, they're on their way, they will join us very soon. Also, representative of Central Bank of Nigeria, they will join us very, very soon. Also, covering this event today, for the press, we have Mr. Daniel Essien, the national newspaper. Put your hands together, Mr. Daniel. All right, also we have in our midst Mrs. Josephine Okoje, Business Day newspaper. Please put your hands together for her. All right, we're going to be moving straight now to the other event of the day. Please, if your hands are not so busy, I want to call on somebody we all know as a role model, a pace setter, someone that his visions are always very straight and clear. Like we always say all the time, if we're going to Ibadan, or Ibadan is clear, and we are certain as at the time we'll get to this Ibadan. Please, if your hands are not too busy, let us welcome our chairman, the president of Praise, Samuel. Please put your hands together for him as he comes to take on the opening remark.
Well, thank you very much. I want to thank the Lagos team led by Ms. Sholakwe Almond. We're grateful, and it shows us that this government is very serious, and it's a very big testament that the government takes the life and the future of the state very seriously. What can I say? I just can say thank you very much again for coming, and the Commissioner for Transport, Commerce, and for the people who are still on their way. Well, Origin Group, as you might have known, is a development focused institution, and what we do here is majorly trying to take care of what other people will not do. As a business, we make it our duty to look into activities that will impact the life of the youth, impact the life of families, and of course take care of the future that we all want for ourselves. What is that future? We want a more sustainable, a more developed, and a more advanced nation. If you look at Vision 2020 for Nigeria, there are so many things that were stated there, and I can remember very clearly when those visions were written out. Unfortunately, 2020 is upon us, we wanted to have large automotive industry. We wanted to have done this in agriculture. And you can name those things that are there. Let me quickly pause to welcome our DGM from BOI. Please, you can come forward. Have a seat here. One of our very good supporters, BOI. Though we are not yet late. We are still expecting our loads, but I'm just saying. But they are big supporters. We believe in the works BOI is doing. So basically, and we as a company find that this basically cannot be done only by government. The private sector must be assisted to plug into the visions of government and see how we can achieve these sustainable development goals. So for Origin Group, we started our internship program in 2017, and it started with just 21 people, and only 3 people graduated. Because it's a tough program, and in 2018, 2019, we also had only 2 people graduating. And you ask me how many people entered. At an average, we always take between 20. In the first instance, I think we took 12, and then we took 20. And then as the business is growing and what we are doing, we hope to do 150 this year. We have had over, if I'm correct, over 3,000 plus people who applied for the first session this year. And in the first shortlist, we got 12 out of those number. And then of course, second shortlist, we got additional, I think now we have about 35 people entering into this session. What is the internship all about? Basically, we know that the greatest challenge to real growth in the real sector is skill gap and finance. Those are the 2 critical problems. You narrow everything down to those 2 things. And the bankers will say, if we have good skills and you know what you're doing, we'll give you money. So we know that one of the main issues is that there are no skills. We have a lot of graduates, yes. We have a lot of people who have set up business, yes. But how can we advance this better? So we started this internship program. And I hope we will hear a testimony from a few of them who have graduated. I'm so proud of the number of them that have graduated. And what is the program all about? It was designed for us to have in-house training, both practical, field, and level of some few theoretical training for people over a 6 months period. For those who have graduated, they will then go and intern for at least 30 days with our partners abroad, and then they will come back home and then join the service of the company. And we have continued to do this, and we hope to be able to do that, achieve 150 of the interns this year. Now, of course, how do we select? We just advertise, and we select the various people, and then of course they do a test, and after the test, they are pre-qualified to join the group. I'm seeing all of these faces, I think, for the first time. Have you ever seen me before? Huh? Okay, what about you? You've seen me before in the program here. Here. So, what I'm trying to say is that there is none of these people that we know from anywhere. We pick people that are qualified to join this program. And also, if you don't qualify to the next stage, it's also a big issue. We are not able to move people to the next stage if they are not qualified, because the essence is we are able to give to the world, to Nigeria, and to the company, people that can really build technology, the companies of the future for us. And that's why this program is set up. So what again, without taking much of your time, I would allow us to continue with the program of event. But I again want to implore to all our supporters and backers that this is what we are doing. It will cost about $6,000–7,000 to train one person through the program all through if they qualify. And most of these funds, we have to find a way to technically provide for them from our sales. What do? We actually sell tractors. We assemble our local tractors here, and then people are able to come and buy our tractors, and they will give after-sales support to our tractors. From our profit and what we do, we set aside a fund that we use for capacity building. And that's where these funds are coming from. So for every support that we give to Origin Group, just know that the funds are not only going to only our pocket, it's going to actually develop capacities that are beyond us. Even if you have a dropout from our interns, I'm very convinced that those dropouts will still do very well wherever they go. I'm very convinced that will happen. And very soon, we'll be also inviting you to see what some of our fellows in Origin Group in the last 10 years are doing in the various fields. A lot of them are in touch with us, and they are speaking to us about the exploits they are doing in the various fields. Let me also mention that we also have other interns that are not engineering based in the group. I think that's very important. We have accountants that join us as interns that are now full staff of the group. We have people in other fields that have joined us. I didn't include those numbers in the earlier numbers I mentioned. I think it's an error. So we have other numbers, we have other people. And many of the interns are also supposed to manage businesses, small-scale businesses in various sub-units of the group. For example, we have what we call our equipment hubs. These young people are allowed to go and manage equipment hubs that are up to 15 to 50 million in size. And we teach them how to make sure that these centers make profit. So they're able to see their numbers, manage their numbers on their own, and ensure that they are making profit, even drive their own customers in their own way. So these are some of the things that basically the Origin Group internship is all about. Our hope, and the reason why we are doing this induction today and making it live, allowing people to see it, is because we are hoping that these efforts can be replicated by companies like us. I know we have hundreds and thousands of companies in Nigeria. With every company we pick 35 people and work with them for 6 months. I believe that Nigeria can have a great leap forward as fast as possible. And my message to our partners, BOI and the rest, is to encourage many of your customers to do the same. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Please, you can do better. Put your hands together for Trevor once again. All right, before we go on, I'd like to quickly bring up Mr. Sholagwe Almond, the representative of His Excellency. All right, that's Spencer, Governor of Lagos, the Executive Governor of Lagos State. But before I quickly do that, let me just tell you a bit about who she is. Mrs. Sholagwe Almond is a special advisor to the Governor of Lagos State on Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, and investments. Prior to this, she worked in the private sector for over 20 years in various capacity, gathering experience in management, consulting, risk management, banking, and financial advisory. Mrs. Sholagwe commenced her consulting career at the Accenture, living as a manager in the finance and performance management markets units. She has previously worked in credit administration and risk management at the Nigerian Merchant Bank and served as the chief executive officer of a financial advisory firm based in Lagos with clients across Nigeria, Ghana, Zambia, and other parts of Africa. She then established a business advisory firm, 10 Talents Limited, We provide business planning, recruitment, strategy development, process improvement, organization transformation, risk management, performance management, program management, and financial advisory service. She is also co-founder Impact Hub Lagos and served as its inaugural CEO. Impact Hub Lagos is part of the rapidly expanding global network of over 16,000 members across 90 plus open hubs in Lagos in 50 countries worldwide. Over the years, Madam Sholape has supported several national microeconomic transformation, including the Central Bank of Nigeria Transformation Program (CBN) project, Eagles 2003-2005, and the Security and Exchange Commission (SEC) Capital Market Transformation Plan 2013-2014, as well as on interventions for small and medium-sized businesses, providing fundraising and advisory services, consulting, support, and research. Madam Sholape is passionate about social change and has served on board of advisory councils of various organizations in and outside of the country. She graduated from the University of Ibadan with a Bachelor of Science degree in Economics and also holds a Master's in Business Administration degree from INSEAD. Please, I believe, one put hands together for Madam Sholape.
Good afternoon, everyone. Commissioner for Transport, ably represented. Commissioner for Commerce, ably represented. Our good friends from POI, representing the MD, and all the other important ladies and gentlemen here, members of the press, and the future, the young graduates, because of whom we're all here today. Good afternoon, everyone. Please permit me to stand here on one leg. So at least that ensures I'll keep this short because you know we can talk. I'm very excited to be here. I must say I'm representing myself as well as representing the governor. We're all very excited and happy and proud to be associated with Origin Group, especially on this very wonderful initiative. Anything that involves investing in the future of young people, investing in the future of Lagosians, and building our food security network is always of interest to Lagos State, and we're very, very proud of this achievement here today. The fact that a company is investing itself, not in creating profits for itself, but in investing in the future, in building the young people who will shape the future for all of us is highly commendable, and is a feat that we should all celebrate. For those of us who know a little bit about Origin, we know that their achievements are not just in farming, agriculture, food, but also in industrialization, commercialization, as the chairman has so eloquently explained some of the things that the young interns will be doing. And for me, very excitingly, digital. It's very rare we talk about companies embracing digital, big companies embracing digital, and we get to see it happening here live in front of us. These are indeed the companies of the future. It's very exciting for us in Lagos as well. As you know, we are not very land rich as a state compared to the rest of the nation, and yet we feed more than 10 to 12% of the population. Majority of what is consumed in Nigeria is imported. Majority of what we consume in Lagos is imported even from other states. So for us, food security is a real challenge. Today, none of us knows where the food we buy, where it comes from, when it is going to come, at what price it is going to come, if it is going to come tomorrow, we don't know. So these initiatives are very important to us in Lagos. Imagine a situation where borders will be closed, the borders were closed on Lagos tomorrow. Imagine 25 million hungry people. It would be a disaster. So this is why for us it's particularly exciting and important to have companies as Origin Group doing the work that they're doing, the great work that they're doing, helping all of us in the States to be assured of the food that we eat, to be assured that it's produced more productively. Because the more we include younger people in agriculture, which we haven't had, then we bring the dynamism that they have, we bring the energy that they have, we bring the innovation that they're capable of into the space, and I'm sure that Origin has started to see some of the fruits that they have invested. So for us, this is a goodwill message from the governor and from the whole state of Lagos saying we're very excited, we're very proud, and we are very happy to continue to partner with such companies, and we wish you all the very best going forward. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Just put hands together for one more time. Also, part of the things we do here in Origin, just like she has mentioned, is one of those things that also is embedded in the SDG. One of their goals is to say no to poverty, and of course, zero hunger. And if you are farming, if you have a lot of farmlands around everywhere, I'm wondering who will go hungry. And for OAW, we are saying banishing hoes and cutlasses. For somebody like me, I'm not sure, except I will drive a tractor anywhere. I can't try hoe and cutlass. You know, that cannot work for me. Because I remember when he was in secondary school, Sudan cut grass. And after doing a small portion, I had blisters all over, and I told the soldiers, if you kill me, just kill me. I'm not going to continue this thing. But now that has gone far behind us, we are leaving that era, we are moving to, like you said, digitalized and mechanized way of doing things. And that has really helped a lot. All right, going forward in the program, we're going to run quickly a multimedia presentation talking about Origin Automobile Tractor on the Go, and we're going to start with an animation on Tractor on the Go, explaining what Tractor on the Go is, how to use the app, and how to benefit from the app. Multimedia, are you ready, please? Thank you.
Program to enroll and get the service of tractors at any time they need it. Currently, you have farmers heavily plagued by drudgery and other challenges in the sector. With these tractor centers, all these challenges are all removed. We are hoping to be able to offer farmers services on demand at any time, 24 hours, all year round. With these centers located all around the country, the problem of tractors are going to be a thing of the past. Governments no longer need to bother about the acquisition of tractors. It is purely now a private sector business. Youths that are currently unemployed in Nigeria can now be employed offering tractorization services, and they can be earning very, very, very good wages. Bankers no longer need to worry about the feasibility of repayment if they finance tractors. With these centers, bankers now know what the tractors is doing at any point in time. They now are sure that their tractors or the leases or the equipment they are financed will now be fully repaid. With the centers, most of the challenges that are currently impeding mechanization will be completely eradicated. We are very hopeful that this tractor center is now going to solve the problem of farmers in Nigeria. The tractor center is high-tech equipment that has been provided to service farmers across Nigeria. In each of the tractor centers, you have solar-powered 5 kVA generating sets within the system. And in the system, every farmer can now access seeds, hybrid seeds. Farmers can access fertilizer and chemicals. Farmers can even access e-commerce services, e.g. a normal farmer who cannot read and write will now be able to have an email services offered to him. He can ask questions about going on and rates about the market and price of products and services in the market. The second one, you have in here also fully equipped tractors. Each center has 2 tractors. One of the tractors is fully prepared for preparation of all kinds of land depending on what the farmers will need. The second tractor could be used for either harvesting, planting, and other services. The tractor center can also offer even irrigation services to farmers. Every of our tractor centers are equipped and manned by 7 youths. 3 youths is managing 1 tractor, and the middle center is managed by another youth. Each of these equipment are expected to be owned and managed by the youths. We also offer mentorship services. The mechanization center itself, the building, that is the building, is owned by another company, Landcraft Company Limited. This company is going to offer hand-holding services, including mentorship, training, empowerment, and everything the youths need to succeed within the mechanization space in Nigeria. We are revolutionizing the availability of tractors to farmers in rural communities in Nigeria. This is change, and we have brought that change to farmers. Now farmers in Nigeria have access to tractors no matter how remotely located they are, and they can get these services at the fairest prices.
Alright, so we're going to be playing again a video of a typical tractor center, what a tractor center should look like, what a typical tractor center is. That's the next video we're going to play for you. As we have seen, that's what the Tractor Center, that's what COG is all about. Please let us put hands together for the media department, the multimedia department. That's a job well done. And please, I'd like to bring this to our notice. You now know what TOG is all about, you now know what the Tractor Center is. If you are by any means, I'm saying to the interns now, those of us that are here, if you have 1 acre of land, 1 hectare of land you're not using, just borrow us. We will use it for this that you are saying now. We will make money, then we will pay you for your land. Maybe your parents have land. So the idea is to replicate this all over Nigeria so as to make farming very easy and accessible for all farmers. Alright, please, your hands are not too busy. Please let us make welcome to tell us a bit about the internship program, the general manager of OAW, in person of Mr. Dabiri. Please put your hands together for him.
We've had this rest of standing here all day and we haven't used it. And as well just make it. I beg to start an existing Postmos, and I want to tell us a little bit about origin of mobile work, as it were, who we are, what we stand for, what we aim to achieve, where we are and where we want to go. Origin of Mobile Works is a wholly indigenous automobile company based in Lagos, Nigeria. We're a registered subsidiary of Origin Group of Companies incorporated in Nigeria in accordance with the provisions of the Companies and Other Matters Act of 1990. As a major player in the assembly and sales of agricultural tractors, trailers, trucks, and minibuses for emerging agri-businesses and agro-allied industries, particularly in Nigeria and Sub-Saharan Africa in general. Our vision is to become the #1 agricultural machinery and technology company in Africa with the happiest stakeholders, especially in the agricultural sector, while our mission is to become a platform for farmers in sub-Saharan Africa to gain seamless access to sustainable mechanization and technology services. In our company, our primary interest is to become the pioneer of the truly and wholly made in Nigeria vehicle. To achieve this, we have invested heavily in research and development, capacity building for both man and machines, and are currently developing unique product lines. We have evolved over the past 20 years, and currently we own our brand of tractors called Origin today. We are currently assembling these tractors as they come in semi-knockdown forms. However, our aim by 2020 to 2021 is to begin to import them in completely knocked down to the last bolts and nuts, and have here, from this set of people and the ones before them, qualified technologists, technicians, engineers to assemble this from scratch. We believe that every country must have a well-developed automotive sector capable of supporting technological advancement. This is particularly necessary for industrial growth and continuous innovation. We also believe that technological development is best achieved through a do-it-yourself approach, as no one or set of experts can best develop our technology better than ourselves. So that's why we are holding in Nigeria. I want to encourage the development of Nigerian technology by Nigerians. Given the competitiveness of the global environment, the process of developing indigenous technology has even become more important. Hence, the job has become a patriotic national objective that must be collectively achieved. We all know that agriculture is crucial to our development in Nigeria, as more than 65% of our roughly 200 million population depends on this sector for employment, income, and food. More than 80% of the Nigerian farming population still depend on crude methods to cultivate their farms. And these crude farming methods make farming tedious, brings about drudgery, and lowers yields when you compare that to modern mechanized farming methods as seen in advanced countries. In essence, farmers are being continuously denied what I call the fruits of their labor. As a result of this, meager or no income is obtained from the sales of their families. When you compare this with mechanized farming, you find out that mechanized farming leads to higher yields, which results in income for farmers, higher income of course for farmers, it creates more employment, brings about self-sustainability in food production, and of course finally solve the problem of food insecurity. However, there are some key problems developing the proliferation of mechanized farming system, and these problems are recurring. They've been with us for some time. Key amongst them are the inability of these farmers, most of them who are smallholders, poor, or perceived to be poor. They lack the ability to afford the high cost of the mechanization equipment. Many farmers lack the essential basic skills. We're talking about skills and know-how all the time. You might be a graduate of engineering, but if you're a graduate of mechanical engineering and you have never open the block engine of the vehicle, and I'm wondering what kind of mechanical engineer you are. So most farmers lack the basic skills to operate these machines even if they do have the money to buy it. And finally, the lack of flexible financing options to facilitate the purchase of this mechanized farming equipment is also one problem that we've been grappling with. Because of these very problems, many rural farmers in Nigeria do not have access to mechanized equipment. Therefore, their annual production and output are limited, which is a fact that tends to lead to the conclusion that sub-Saharan Africa has the highest area of uncultivated arable land due to very low uptake of mechanization. Our desire at Origin Automobile Works is to help smallholder farmers reduce drudgery, which by the way shortens their lifespan. It brings them poor health. It makes them face the risk of low income, and it makes perpetually on them, puts on them a cycle of poverty. Our company is committed to helping farmers increase their productivity and income, thereby guaranteeing wealth creation and maximizing farmland holding utilization through the use of technology for all year-round cultivation. It is estimated by experts, FAO, several global agricultural companies and their friends in the world, that Nigeria needs about 1.5 million tractors to be at par with global average in terms of tractor penetration per square kilometer. But the less than 10,000 functional tractors in the country are a far cry from the recommended minimum standard. Origin Automobile Works is committed and dedicated to bringing about a much needed boost in agricultural mechanization. Therefore, we have institutionalized what we call our graduate engineers internship program. These young men and women, the woman here, stand up. As a woman, madam, we have a woman amongst these ones. And I think you should come to the front, right? Come to this front. I've told you before. Come to the front. Well, there are more on the way. We had 3 of them for various reasons. The 2 cannot come. When they were being screened, I must confess, when this set of people were being screened, not to take anything away from the men, this lady here, who's just by the way 24 years old, has had 25. Sorry, madam. 25 years old, she has had more, except the others didn't tell me about it. Because she has had more exposure to practical, hands-on training. Currently, she's with Elisa the Toyota. And she told me single-handedly she can service an injector. She said, give it to me. I will service an injector for you. I said, so, can you service a Toyota Corolla car? She said, just bring it, I'll do it. And I said, you're going to be in the midst of men. She said, I'm up to the task. I know how to handle them. So we instituted this graduate engineers internship program. We recognize the importance of strong after-sales service and maintenance culture, the lack of which has drastically reduced the expected lifespan of brand new tractors and related implements in Nigeria. There's no gainsaying that the need exists for continued and sustained supply of trained and qualified personnel to ensure adequate and up-to-date maintenance of farm tractors and implements. If the country is to realize the dream of certifying the FAO standards, our internship program is designed to attract very fresh, smart, intelligent, and willing to do young engineering graduates. And of course, the chairman did tell us a while ago that we have other graduates in our internship program. We have accountants. One of them is here, he's sitting right behind my representative of the Commissioner of Transport. Is our accounting intern, just joined a few days ago. There are others like agronomists, crop scientists, whom we also train, give them practical hands-on experience to manage our investment. We have a farm in Nepal, in Oaw State. We have another farm in Badagry, in Lagos State. And the people managing these farms today, generating revenue for the company and turning in profits month after month and year after year, are also products of this kind of internship program. So these ones are on the way to becoming managers themselves and becoming generators of huge millions of revenue. We mentioned that our aim is to ensure to see the development and rapid uptake of mechanization. We're not just doing that by just training these youngsters. We are collaborating with state governments, local governments, and several other private sector players to ensure that we establish what we call the tractor service centers. You just saw a video of one of the centers in Kaduna. We know that farmers live in remote locations. Farming clusters are not in the city. You can't find a farming cluster in Eric Moore. You can't find it in Surulere. If you want to find any farming cluster in Nigeria, you have to start going towards Ekpe or Ikorodu or Badagry. Because farmers are located in remote areas, we have taken it upon ourselves, and one of our sister companies has been tasked with the responsibilities of investing in the establishment and the erection and building of those tractor centers in those remote locations. So what we do is to seek permission, collaborate with state governments, local government, private sector players who want easy access to mechanization for their farmers to give us the land. The MC just told one of these guys, any of you with 1 hectare of land that you are not using, give it to us. Near a farming cluster, our sister company will invest and build the tractor center there. And OAW will supply tractors to the location for use only by the farmers in that environment. This is part of the do-it-yourself strategy that we're talking about. We don't want farmers to wait 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month before tractor services reach them. I have been in the field for some time. Farmers will pay for tractor services and they will wait for 1 week, 1 month, 2 months. Eventually, either the service comes late, and as we know, agricultural processes are time bound. It's either you meet the timeline or you meet it completely. So these guys suffer losses year in, year out because of the lack of adequate number of tractors, or because of the distance they have to traverse before service gets to them. And this is the reason why our tractor on the go innovation, we have that TOG that you saw, is tractor on the go. I am sure at one time or the other, all of us in this room would have used silver services. And of course, the people on the IT group who have several cars that they can use. Those of us that have only one car, sometimes the car will cough or there is traffic, you jump into Uber. Now, it is so easy now to order for Uber. What we're trying to do is to make it as easy, if not easier, to order for tractor services. And that is the vision behind establishing the tractor on the go system and innovation that we have. We want a farmer or an individual who needs tractor services to sit in the comfort of his bedroom or sitting room and order for tractor services by visiting the platform, making the payment. Once the payment is made, the service is requested, it is triggered at the head office. And what we do is the system itself automatically routes the nearest tractor to that man or woman. So the man does not have to go even to 5 kilometers to get the tractor. That is tractor on the go. We encourage and we will continue to educate the public about the innovativeness behind the tractor on the go platform, and we hope that by the end of 2020, I can attest to the fact that 50% of the farmers in Nigeria wanting tractor services are coming to our platform and getting the required services. Finally, we are sure that by ensuring the steady stream and supply of engineers and technicians for our business, the internship program is a veritable source of qualified technical personnel for our corporate partners too, whose businesses and endeavors require the engagement of the caliber of graduates produced from our training institutes. It is evident that the sustainability of the program and its continuous enhancement lead to ensure that the program lives up to expectation cannot be overemphasized. We are already partnering successfully with a number of corporate partners. One of them, of course, is Lagos State Government. I want to show our profound gratitude, especially to the Ministry of Agriculture, Transport, Commerce and Industry, and of course the Office of the NC, to the Governor on SDG. We've enjoyed tremendous support and patronage from Lagos State. We have also enjoyed tremendous support from other states, but we are in Lagos, and this is Lagos, and Lagos is heavily represented. So we say thank you to Lagos State. We look forward to more, and we know that if Lagos State decides to do something, they want to do it well. Lagos, of course, I'm a Lagosian, is the center of excellence. So the need to publicize the gains of our internship program lies on all of us here, myself, the interns themselves, our guests, the rest of the staff of Origin Group. We know that the beneficiaries of this program extend beyond us and extend beyond even Nigeria, because I'm very sure that in the next 3-4 years, some of these guys here will be managing Origin Group's businesses outside Nigeria in some West African countries. You won't claim it. I conclude by saying that this internship program is a very laudable one, and we seek for support. The financial implication and investment of managing the program and sustaining it on a year-to-year basis is enormous, and we could use as much support from the public sector as we can. It is a collective responsibility, and in order to sustain this and even going beyond its current startup, we know that all hands must be on deck. We look forward to receiving the support from you, and I say thank you very much for gracing this occasion. Thank you very much.
She can do better for the General Manager OPW. Alright, please, as we watch the next slide, please, for every one of us that don't have the TOG word on our phone yet, kindly bring out your phones. Let us quickly download the TOG word, and let's take you through how to use the Tractor on the Go app. Please bring out your phone, go to the Play Store. You can type Tractor on the Go as a word, or TOG as a word, TOG World as a word, TOG World as a word. Please quickly bring out your phone. Let's take you through the process of having the TOG app on your phone. So if you have a farmland or you know somebody that wants to, you can just book the Uber. Like we said, this is the farm Uber. Quickly bring out your phone, type Tractor on the Go as a word, or TOG capital letter world as a word. Quickly, let's do that.
Just come and roll as a tractor agent.
Are we doing that? How many of us are doing that? How many of us even have this app on our phones already? Let's see.
to make
How many of the interns have the app on their phone?
It's a new
Just
show.
one.
It's called the Team.
That's not good enough. But please, let's quickly do that right away. Let's do it now. Let's bring out our phone and put the app on our phone. It will teach you on how to go about the usage of the app.
It's seamless. The banks now trust TOG. They put in finance behind our tractors. Farmers trust TOG and they request for services to us. What we need is now you to place your tractors on the TOG.
All right, multimedia, thank you.
Hey, young man.
Immediately after this, they would, I'm sure GM will ensure that everybody is on the platform so that we can also teach people out there how to use it. And yes, I'm sure, Mr. Chairman, I'm sure there's a prize for those that bring people on the platform. Am I correct? Are we still running that package? All right, so as many persons as you bring on the platform, you have it. So on Twitter, okay, that's on Twitter. And we're going to take you all through the platforms, Twitter, Instagram, and of course on the app itself. Okay, before we continue, just so you know that here in Origin is not words of mouth alone. We put our words to action, and of course we have results for that. We're going to bring on one of the beneficiaries of this kind of program that happened a long time before now, and is now a seasoned engineer. I call him A1 engineer. Small body but a very big capacity engine. If your hands are not too busy, please make welcome Engineer Lincoln Joel. Mr. Akowano, you're welcome. The engineers are always shy, you know? They deal with engines a lot. This is human interface. How are you?
Good afternoon, everybody. Still standing on the existing protocol. My name is Folayola Joel. I'm a graduate of Agricultural and Industrial Technology. I finished 2014. But I came into the internship program August 8, 2017. I can remember my first day in the workshop. There were two first generation origin tractors. One had a clutch problem, while the other we were doing the engine overhauling. We were divided into two. One a set was to take with the tractor being overhauled, while the other with the one with the clutch problem. It was enlightening because it was actually my first time seeing all the parts of our engine, the piston, the engine block, the rings, connecting rods, and so on and so forth. After that, the chairman came into the workshop. Then we used to frequent the workshop, not like now. And it's really, we had it like everything the hard way. So he came in that evening and said we had to disassemble a plow. Sorry, an arrow, a trade arrow. It's a much bigger arrow than the bigger ones we use. Only a bigger arrow. We had to dismantle and assemble again. And we all knew. None of us could drive the forklifts. We had a forklift which they would have made things easier for us. So then, after we did it for like 2-3 days, then he came in and said, "Do we know the reason why he asked us to do that?" We said no. We said loosening it, and then loosening it was easy, but coupling it back was hard because number one, we didn't take pictures. For the first one, there were two. We didn't take pictures, we didn't mark, we didn't do some of the things that we would have done, and just to make things. We didn't do something that would have made it easier for us. So then he explained to us that he wanted us to not to punish us, but though it was also to punish us because we were trying to clear the workshop floor. So that was and then me coming into Origin of World, I couldn't drive even an automatic car. I couldn't drive one. I couldn't drive a tractor, but now I can practically drive anything, even a trailer. And I've seen more than 100, more than close to 1,000 equipment in and out. And sometimes when I go to the workshop and the guys are working and I decide to stay back, it's because I've seen it all. I can single-handedly couple anything. I do, I can single-handedly couple anything. So, and then also, after my confirmation and getting into the body, I've been tasked with a whole lot of projects. I've headed 2 projects on my own without supervision, and then I've traveled to over 17 states. I currently have a friend who has taught travel to be around maybe 27 states now. He's ahead of me. I hope I can catch him. And also, I have bigger tasks now. I have to dress like this, but this is not my dream. I start doing that. I actually have a lot of right now. Sometimes when I sleep and I wake up, I told you guys last week that I have a big task I don't, and I'll need you guys to help me. Actually, that's talking about the theology aspect of the group, where we have to service farmers and make money. Actually, so to me, that is it. Might be like some money, but to me, it's actually big money. I actually have about 21 million to pay as income, which is wrapped my hand in some out. So I think now I'm doing my project. I'm not even start member of the Young Society of Engineers. I'm hoping to have my 5 years experience so I can register. I can be currently certified and be for an official engineer. That's why most times when the guys call me engineer, they come like, guys, no, I'm not an engineer. Just give me like 3 months. So I do my registration. Thank you very much.
Please put yours together for engineering. Sorry, 3 months. I totally forgot. But honestly, like I said, when I call him small body and a big capacity, I know what I'm saying because I've seen him do a lot of things and I am very sure he knows what he's doing. Engineering, thank you so much. Don't worry, 5 years is around the corner, so I can call you engineer officially. Okay, before we move on, of course, Pastor Project, the end of it all. I want us to put hands together for, I don't know why I'm doing this, maybe because she's the only female in the house. I want us to put hands together for her. It's not easy. When they are playing to me, dragging engine, blockchain, I'm sure I can't do most of the things she's doing, really. I don't have body for many things. So I'll just grab the mic and fine like that. It's okay with me. Alright, quickly, before we go on, I'd like to bring back on stage the chairman. Alright, we'd like to bring up on stage the chairman. Quickly, he wants to add some more things. He wants to buttress like an addendum to what we've been saying all day. Of course, FP, like we call him, is a force to reckon with when it comes to head knowledge. He's got a lot of it. When FP tells you how much to do, so the 1 minute he has like 10,000 things he wants to learn. And I'm always amazed, honestly, when he comes and says, let us say, I'll speak up my recorder. Just to catch up with the speed. But I'm learning, I'm becoming better by the day. Let's put hands together for chairman as we come to conclude.
You have unity. What I wanted to add was on some of our agents. I want to tell you, particularly for those who are coming in, he didn't say it. It's a very tough job. Is it not? Because part of it, I will see them sometimes send those snakes of the farm and get the snake that has swallowed big animals. But the joy of it is a practical part of the knowledge, which is the main reason. And this looks like something very small, but looking into what we have gained and what we have seen from them already feeling as precious and what they have today, for me, I think it's the most fulfilling thing that an institution, a country, and a state should look for. And we hope to be able to ensure that even the new ones get even better opportunities than the previous sets that we have had. Now, this particular reason why I came out is to make a request to appeal to everyone that is here. If you have any engineer, anybody, anywhere, who you believe you want to join this internship, please send them to us. And please take the message back to PY we are really looking for people. The registration will be open for the next set by March, and we want to get as many as possible. Let me quickly tell you about the numbers. Currently, Origin Group, or TOG, and has the largest number of tractors by any institution or organization in Nigeria on their platform. And more tractors are coming. We have the Rice Farmers Association as our core partners. We have the Maize Farmers as our core partners. And of course, we have the Tractor Owners Cooperatives Association of Nigeria as the partners. These institutions combined have presented over 1,000 tractors to the platform. So out of the about 10,000-15,000 serviceable tractors in Nigeria, TOG alone has over 10% of that. Now, what we want to do is to push to 5,000 tractors this year, and we are very hopeful that we can achieve it. Aside from that, we saw the centers there. We also already have 36 tractor center designates. And what that means is that we have centers that have not been built but has equipment. And then, so we are moving on with construction. We have already about 11 fully constructed, and then we need to push on. We also need people who have such building and capacity to build and lease to us. What you are doing, we make a lot of money also from there. So the business is quite large. Unlike the Uber where you just have your car, nobody can call you and then you move. In this case, you need two things. You need the equipment up to be closest to the farmer, and then you need to also be able to move the equipment where there are no operations or the season is low to areas where there are high operations. This is the reason why, some of the reason why tractors were not making money before now. Now tractors are making money. So you may ask, do we only do tractors? No. Why the focus on tractors? All technologies started from simple parts. And for us, tractors is basic, and we should be able to do it. But let me add that on the same platform where you assemble tractors, you can assemble trucks, you can assemble pickups, and you can expand it a little bit to be able to assemble even cars and buses. So basically, for us, we want to be that technology company that is truly differential. And we're investing into that, as you can see. So that's just to add to that. Against in the numbers, last year, combined in all the community associations, we were able to work with about 700,000 farmers. And we're hoping this year, already we have 1.2 million farmers with Rice Farmers Association. So if you put the Maize Farmers Association, which is about 100 and something thousand farmers together, you have a combined of close to 1 point something. Now, all of these people rely solely on TOG for their mechanization services. So the demand is very high, but of course the ability to service them is a job that we are working very hard to be able to do. I just needed to add these numbers because the numbers are very key to where we are going. Now, you also mentioned the GM, who I should also mention is a very experienced localization expert in Nigeria. He has worked from Central Bank to World Bank projects and all kinds of projects all over. Before joining us, he's the head of the project. I'm just an assistant, so he's in charge. So what I'm saying is, Nigeria needs 1.5 million tractors. We have about 15,000 tractors to see the gap. And we're just talking about tractors. When we mention tractors, we're talking about bulldozers, planters, harvesters, and everything combined. That is a kind of real gap that is there that needs to be financed. If you finance 1.5 million tractors at about $10,000, just 10,000, average is $22,000, you can imagine how many billions of dollars that kind of money is. And that's what we require to transform agriculture in Nigeria. Just adding the numbers. Thank you very much.
All right, please put your hands together for Chairman once again. Going forward in the program for today, like we say already, it's not just a talk, it's by words and action. And of course, the testimonies are there to speak for itself. We say in law, reps is allocated, the fact speaks for itself. We work and there's always the benefit because we learn too. And everybody is always learning from each other. All right, quickly we're going to continue. Now we're going straight to the presentations of interns, the new interns with their kids. We'll wait for the general manager to come back before we do that. All right, but before we continue on that, I would like just to give, we'd like to give the vice. All right, we're going to be calling straight on Engineer Toriola, representing the Commissioner for Ministry of Transport, President Dr. Frederick Olatende, to come and give a word of advice to the new interns as they're going to continue or start up a new journey of learning and becoming a better person. Please, if your hands are not too busy, keep it together for Engineer Toriola as he comes up. Please keep clapping, don't be tired. You're welcome, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. I thought I'm going to first be next week. I never knew you were going to speak. But however, I think I can say something about origin mobile work. Let me just invite the SA and the chairman, also director representing general Commerce and Industry, and also staff of the origin and the how would I call you? I'm looking for your better one. I don't want to go into maybe the parent of today. I think that should be better. No, you are ready today to another one. But a few times I've worked with someone. I think even me that have been in engineering for years, I look at passion, about passion. I think I got about 2 proposals from the company. One has to do with the last mile journey, with some of us doing the last mile on the transport of the final destination. Like when you drop from, let me use Stadium, for example, you now want to come to Boditom of the Mount Dauda. You need something to take you from that side to this place, from that last mile. And I had this passion. I was not speaking at him. I was just saying, I've been in engineering for 29 years. I'm a fellow of NSL already. I've worked in Leventis Motors, worked in GMs, General Motors. And look at his passion to develop the sector. And about the sector, transition is very key for any company that wants to develop. Transition is very key. Once you can get the transition right, other things, and you're just playing, let me just put it that way. You need to put a lot of effort and develop capacity. What we are doing today is about capacity. You want to develop people. And in engineering, we have about 5 factors we consider when you are coming up with innovation. Talk about the functionality of the equipment you want to use. Is it going to work? Talk about maintenance. Talk about cost and beauty. These are the factors you consider. How do you continue to maintain that equipment when you don't have capacity for it? It is very key. It's very key. So from the little we have had, and we're using our recovery time for our breakdown rate, we thought about towing rate. I only got the idea. Yesterday we were in commissioner's office, we went to the NC, keep on discussing ideas. And I love people who come with the idea because I also want to learn more. Despite my age, I still want to learn because knowledge is not property of all of us. Continue to learn as long as we are on this earth. So for the little time I work with you, I think we need to appreciate you supporting the state. Like you all know, government cannot do it alone. We need everybody's support to move the state forward. So on behalf of my commissioner and permanent secretary and the ministry, as we want to appreciate you for partnering with the state government. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Engineer Toriola. So, like we've heard it all now, it's not like the government or the governor or the people in government don't have us in mind. At least Engineer Toriola has told us how about their efforts going on to end the Otrek, so that at least there can be buses and to take us from short distances. Yes, I know our governor is doing a lot, and chairman, of course, that I know is doing a lot to just to see this come to an end. All right, so we're going to be quickly calling on the representative of the Bank of Industry, in person of Mr. Mike Esotu. Am I correct, sir? All right, just to tell us a brief on the financing options available from BOI. Please, let's put hands together for him, Mr. Mike, please.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. When I got the call about 1.5 hours ago to be here, I didn't really know what I was coming for. But I got here, I know I had about the Origin Group. This is actually my first time. And I'm happy to learn about the things you do. About your financing options, we are always open to assist young people who have the skill to utilize the products. When I say product, I mean the financing we give, who have the skills to generate good products. And there are various options really. And we don't, for this group of people, we do not ask for collateral, just two guarantors. And once the guarantors are credible and the business proposal is good, we just move on. The rates are very low, under 10%. And we are willing to assist. So they can send their proposals. We'll discuss that for
Put your hands together for Mr. Mike. All right, so you've heard it all. The rates are very low and you don't need a collateral. So I'm sure some of you are thinking, I don't have land to drop, or how will I do it now? Means I'm even thinking of farming already. I used to own a flower pot, so from there I'll start up my farming business. All right, we're drawing close to the end of this event. It has been a wonderful one altogether. We've come to witness the induction of the new interns. Say a very big thank you to all the representatives from Lagos State. It has been very, very awesome. I'm sure somebody must have been wondering, who is this person that has been saying a lot of things all day? Anyways, my name is Bada Kindolako Emmanuel. I host events, I'm an MC at the Company of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I do my little way to keep events together. Please clap your hands together for me. If I've done well together, clap your hands together for me, please. All right. All right. Very well. Okay, so we're going to be, just for a few minutes, with the indulgence of our guests, want to introduce each of the interns. So you're going to introduce yourself by yourselves. I'm going to start with the woman in the house, if you don't mind. Well, you have an option anyways. All right, so I'm going to be handing the mic over to her. You introduce yourself, your name, and every kind of information you think we need to know about you. Basically your name and where you're from. And your expectations, yes, very important. Your expectations for this program, very briefly.
As you do that, once you are done, you come on to stand somewhere here on the stage. And then we do it right down until we get to the last one. Your name, your discipline, number of years of experience you've had, what you currently do, and come here.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. I am very happy to see you. And I can say, I believe this is the business. And God will help me. My name is Adja Okatias. I graduated from Latin Capital and University of Pharmacy from the Department of Mechanical Engineering. And during this period of, though I'm not a certified engineer, as they have said, but during this period, this little experience I've had, I can say engineering can be stressful, challenging. Yes, because during this period you have to go through a lot of challenges. Then when I was having my IT at Toyota, I'm used to say that, when I was having my IT at Toyota, lots of people will bring in cars. They will be being a lady, she can't do this.
she can't do this. I have to show them, that they talk down. And I'm very sure I can do it. Even some jobs, they need to pretend, they say, okay, please don't, she's a lady. I used to tell my branch manager then, no, don't tell me that. I know I'm a lady before I can talk of being a mechanical engineer, and I can do it, and I will try it, and I know I will do it. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, and I'm sure I believe I'll make some progress.
Thank you. All right, your name and your school.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Frank Ujab from the State. I studied mechanical engineering at the Federal Polytechnic, Ouch. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Sonifadi Abayo. I studied chemical engineering from Lagos State Polytechnic.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Buzel Ridwan Malaika. I studied chemical engineering from Lagos State Polytechnic.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nimo Chigos Gospower from Imo State. I studied mechanical engineering from Michael Laboral University of Agriculture, Oaw Internship.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Elepachichiko Meka George. I studied mechanical engineering from Michael Laboral University of Agriculture.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Angela Oluwafi Followa Kayode. I'm from Oyo State. I graduated from the Federal University of Technology, Akure, and I studied agri-engineering. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tijani Ismail Naidi. I'm from Oyo State. I graduated from Federal University of Technology, Mina. Studied agricultural and resources engineering.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Abulaja Mikendi. I graduated from the University of Technology, Mina. I studied agricultural and resources engineering.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is System Protocol. My name is Nzomiru Eteba Chinike. Studied mechanical engineering at Mekod University.
Standing on the existing protocol, my name is Pedro Ojaka from Anambra State and ASNT Entity Satisfied Engineer, mechanical engineer. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Otu Monso. I study agricultural and environmental engineering from Lagos State Polytechnic.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Awuni Ilioluwa. I'm a graduate of Olabisi Onabanjo University, where I studied agricultural engineering. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is William Belmo. I'm a graduate of Partner Biosurface Engineering from Federal University of Technology in the United States.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sally Moses Benga. I'm from Ondo State. I studied agricultural and biosurface engineering from Federal University of Technology, Mina. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Ayola Oluwamanasa from Osun State. I studied agricultural and engineering from Federal University of Technology, Akure.
Good afternoon, everyone. Standing on existing protocol. My name is Morrison Obanendoro Generona. I'm from Delta State. I'm a graduate of mechanical engineering from the University of Imo. Thank you.
Good day. My name is Olawale Aduwale. I graduated from Federal Polytechnic University. I studied mechanical engineering technology.
All right, let us put hands together for our new interns. Please put hands together for them. It is not easy. I know I feel like you're wearing khaki. Even if I don't wear all those things, but it's fine. All right, please, if your hands are not too busy, as you have seen, okay, these are persons, these are the new persons that are going to be, we're going to be teaching alongside, several departments. They're going to go through every other department. They're going to talk about everybody just to properly induct them into the system and ensure that they understand the origin culture and how it is being done out here. All right, we have come to the end of this. I want to say a very big thank you to representative from Lagos State. It has been wonderful to have you here, especially the Commissioner for SDG, and of course for everything that is being done about SDG out there. I want to salute the office man. God bless you. All right, we're going to be calling on our own very daddy in the house, special daddy, the Executive Vice Chairman of Origin, as it takes us in the vote of thanks. Please, if your hands are not too busy, put those hands together for EBC as it comes up.
Good afternoon, all. Well, my job is very simple. I may have to come at the keyboard of thanks. But the first vote of thanks to go to the Almighty God, who has given us the opportunity to witness today. He has given us life, He gave us abundance. We are all here, in and heart. So we give thanks to the Almighty God. Secondly, let me also thank the Executive Governor of Lagos State, ably represented by Samon, for providing the enabling environment. Because if there's no peace in Lagos, we won't be here now. Lagos is the only state where we have peace. Anywhere, every day we listen to what happened in Nigeria. Last week I was in Jos, and when I was sleeping the night, any night I would wake up. I would look at the window. I hope the Fulani men have not come to attack us. But we give God the glory that everything is okay. I would also like to thank the commissioners here represented by the director. Madam, thank you very much for coming. You have spare your time. I know by now you are very busy people, but you have spare time to honor us. God will also honor you. Also, BOI, you have been a friend, a partner. Please extend our appreciation to the MD and also to all our friends there. Thank you for coming. Also, I would like to thank all the people that have put this together. I know I can't even see Aqua anymore because it's everywhere. And I think tonight is going to sleep very well because last week I've been busy running up and down to make sure that this event comes turn out good. So the graduates, I would like to tell you one thing. This opportunity that you have, please, I pray that you hold it firmly. Hold it very well because you never know where it's going to be useful to you. You may think, well, I'm just here to while I wait time. But no, it's not like that. God always has a purpose for everything in your life. I'll tell you, when I was small, we were in primary school. Then General Oaw was our head of state. They lined us up to go and, when we were doing wedding, Christ Church Cathedral here. You know, then we line you up, you can't get to the church, people, the big men were in the church. We were all there. Some was beating us. That was about some 50-something years ago. Some 10 years ago, I had the opportunity of meeting with General Oaw. And I walked up to him, I said, sir, I was at your wedding. And that day, son beat me. But I didn't have the opportunity to shake your hand. So now that you are here, I called the photographer. I said, come on, shake my hand. And the photographer took that photograph. When I took that photograph, I told him to enlarge. I put it, I said, God's time is the best. This is God's time. So, God's time will be the best for you. Please, I implore of you to please try and concentrate on your studies. Once again, let me thank all of you. The cameraman, the music producer, and for all the people that have arranged this. I thank you all for coming, and I pray that the will of God will be with all of us. Thank you. God bless you all.
Thank you, sir. Let's put hands together for EBC.